The Yemenis bring many assets culturally to America. First off, the Yemenis are very family-oriented, and so they bring their whole sense of the importance of family, the contributions that family bring, their graciousness that they have, that Arab hospitality that comes from their respective region, has the notion that it's important to contribute to society, that everybody has a significant role in society. And this is a component that I think a lot of Americans are losing.
For women in our community, especially for young women, I feel like their opportunities are limitless. Their potential is very, very limitless, mostly because you have the chance to go to school. When you're told that you might not be good enough or your place is at home, these are obstacles that are real. They're obstacles that everyone faces, and they're things that we need to overcome as a society and as Yemeni American people, but also as a group of women, especially in America, because we have so many opportunities here. And I think sometimes we cut ourselves short. We say, I'm not good enough, or we say, that's not for me, or they can do it, but I don't think I can. And that's not necessarily true. Sometimes a lot of Yemeni American women will say, my family is not very supportive, or I'd rather be at home. And you really have to think about what that means, how you're limiting yourself when you say those things. It's a lack of having other models, a lack of having other people that you can look up to and say, well, they did it, let's talk to them, let's look at them, we can be like that. And so we need more women to step up into these roles. And I've had the opportunity to meet many, many different people in different fields. But there are very few Yemeni American women out there at this time. The fact that they're there, though, makes me extremely proud. There's progress that's being made, and there's the social change that we're working for. It's a lot easier to explain to your family when you're saying, look, there are other professionals out there, they're doing well for themselves. I can do that too. And when you limit yourself, that's the biggest obstacle that people face. A lot of times in our community, we tend to undermine the role that a teacher might have in our lives. But it's important for us to realize that there are many different types of teachers out there. There are the teachers that help us and guide us throughout the course of our professional lives. There are the teachers that are there for us, but they're not strictly teachers, they're just mentors, or they're older people who have guided us throughout the course of our lives.
Perhaps no issue is more significant in Yemen than education. Education presents a huge problem for Yemen. They are one of the fastest growing populations in the world, and they are a very youthful society. And as a result, they have lots of children that do not have the opportunity to go to school. And if they have the opportunity to go to school, the level of education is extremely poor. When I was there, I had 60 kids per class minimum, and upwards to 100 kids per class. It's far too much for a teacher to deal with. And compounding that problem is that all of the teachers now in Yemen are Yemeni. At a time, there used to be a time when the teachers came from the Arab world and they were brought in, and a lot of them had a certain level of expertise. But the teacher training in Yemen is almost non-existent. So a lot of the teachers, some of the teachers don't even have high school education. They are just put into a classroom and they teach the kids what they know. And so this presents a huge problem, because if education is the key for Yemen to get out of being the underdeveloped world and becoming a member of the developed world. And so it's vital that the world, and if not the world, Yemenis outside of Yemen find a way to bring excellent teachers to Yemen.
It's important for us to highlight teachers that have guided our students, because our students, they're our future. I mean, I've worked in the Dearborn public school system for a while. I volunteered there for several years, and I started off at Lori and at Salina Elementary School. At Salina, I had the honor of working with Welaya Ahmed, and the work that she does with these students is phenomenal. She's able to provide guidance, tutoring, support. She's able to be there to reach out to them one-on-one. She's able to reach out to them as a Yemeni American, but also as an instructor and an excellent role model.
Now, today we have a story called The Celebration. I'll go over our objective this morning. We'll focus on reading. You will summarize, you're going to visualize it, and you'll predict while you read.
Predict like what is going to happen next in the story.
And you are going to determine lesson learned. You are the illustrators today, and imagine you are in the story. Yalla, boys and girls, let's Are you reading boys and girls, Ali?
I was just arriving to go out
I'm originally from Yemen. I came in 1980 and I had my schooling. I graduated from Eastern Michigan University and I had another degree from Wayne State as a administration certificate.
Another big challenge is the perception of women. In the United States, women and men are given equal rights, and that doesn't necessarily exist in Yemen. And so as families come to the United States, the challenge is how do Yemenis exist in a society where men and women are treated equal?
But I thought I knew a lot when I came. It was like almost cultural shock completely different in everything, with the way, people are different. I've been teaching for 20 years. I always believe, even one person can make a difference, and I want to make a difference in students' life, to understand the culture, to appreciate the culture, because this culture is a multi-part, as everybody it's known. They have to appreciate and take the best from both cultures. The Arabic Yemeni culture and the American culture take the best from both to grow up like good citizens and contribute more than what I've been contributing in this country. So that's why I chose this profession as a teacher.